Hey, what's up everybody? What's going on? It's Joe, it's me. I'm here, I'm back with the 90-day dad bod blueprint. But hey, I want to set that aside for now. If you saw my recent story, you saw I was talking about daily wins. Now, I'm a big fan, I've talked about this before, setting goals, setting big goals, setting larger than life, life-changing, paradigm-shifting goals. The type of goals that stretch you physically and mentally, the type of goals that are difficult and uncomfortable to obtain, the type of goals that the process of trying to reach that goal is what changes you and makes you a better person. But today I want to talk about the daily goals, the small goals, the mini victories, and that's kind of what that last story or post was about, is setting those daily victories. So I want to clarify a few things. I'm not for one or the other. I think they're very complementary, but the smaller mini goals do play a part in your ability to achieve those bigger goals, and here's why. When you achieve those small goals, those easy goals, you're building your confidence in your ability to set something in action, continue with that, and see it through all the way to its finish. So it's always good to have those smaller goals. So I want to go through the 4 that I got and give you my take on that. And got any questions, always feel free to contact me. I'm always up for talking more about how the mind helps encourage and improve and increase the body's ability to do whatever. So here we go. Number 1, I want you to have a plan in place. Now, typically I'll do things like that the night before so that when I wake up, it's already in place and I just kind of just go throughout my day. I don't have to think about anything, but it's not a bad idea to wake up in the morning and hit your calendar, your schedule, or maybe a notepad or something like that and jot a few things down and get that brain firing and going and thinking about what you're going to do, what you plan to do that day. The reason I like to have as much planned as possible is, one, the most efficient way of going about my day is to have a plan. I know first I do this. When I do that or do what I need to do with that, I move on to that. When I do that, I might go back to this, but at least I know that this is what needs to be done at this time on this day. Okay? The other thing that I like to do, why I like to plan it, is that it takes the guesswork out of things. And I kind of compare that to meal prepping. Instead of going throughout your day, I'm hungry, what do I eat? I got to go get something, I got to make something, wait, I don't have anything. It's tough, it's stressful, it's frustrating, and it always doesn't work like it's supposed to, and it's not very easy. So like meal planning, you prep your food, you account for the day's activities, your schedule, and then there's no stress. It's time to eat, bada bing, bada boom, I got it, on to the next. And scheduling your day and planning your day is the same thing. Plan your day, first you do this, then you do that, and you take the stress out of it. There's plenty of stress you're going to be exposed to throughout the day, so if you can minimize any of that, that's going to be a good thing. Okay, here we go, on to number 2. Now, I'd be a huge hypocrite if I said that I didn't ever do this by any means, but it is one thing that I need to focus on and be mindful of because it is a very, very easy thing to do, and that's hit the snooze button. Don't do it, try not to do it, refrain from doing that, resist that temptation for that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more minutes of sleep. And like I said, I do this, so it's tough to say I'm all in on this one. It's something that I'm practicing and trying to implement on the regular is don't hit that snooze button. And the reason I like this one and put this one in here for you guys for those daily wins is when the alarm sounds, it is time to go. It is time to start. And when you get in that mindset of it is time to go, or I need to do something and I do something, it's almost playing on your accountability. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. You follow through with it. So if you say you're going to wake up at 5 and the bell rings at 5, you get up at 5 because that's what you said you were going to do. Okay? The other thing, you hit snooze, you kind of put it off, it is possible that carries over into your regular day. It's like procrastinating, kind of, but sleep is way more fun. But it is important, and like I said, I'd be a hypocrite if I said that I don't do it. So it's something that I'm practicing and being mindful of, because I feel like that's a big one. If you hit the snooze, you're just procrastinating. You're just putting off what needs to be done. You're putting off what you said you were going to do. So number 2, don't hit that snooze. All right, this brings us to number 3. Don't go or always go for the easy win. Now, this is a little bit conflicting because the daily goal setting is all about setting those mini victories and setting up those mini wins so that you can build up your confidence. So this one is a little bit conflicting, but I want to explain this just a little bit more. Throughout your day, you're going to have to make decisions. Big ones, small ones, medium ones, ones that affect you, ones that affect others. It's just the way it is. Every day you're going to have to make some decisions, and probably a lot of them. The goal is to not always have those simple decisions. Do you want this? Yes. Do you want that? No. You do want some substance behind some of the decisions that you're making. You do want to make sure that you expose yourself to those bigger decisions, the decisions that have a bigger impact, that can have a bigger say in the future. So you don't want to always go for the mini wins. Do get those mini wins under your belt. Do make those easy decisions. But sometimes the easy decisions are the instant gratification. For example, I'm hungry, I have a candy bar, or I would have to go get food because I didn't meal prep. Well, the easy decision would be that candy bar, but that's instant gratification. And if you're in a fitness program and candy bars are not on your meal plan, that's not going to help you. That is directly impacting your bigger picture, your bigger goals, your bigger plans. So, like I said, go for the easy win, go for the mini victory, yes, because we want to have that confidence built up to where we can tackle those bigger ticket items, but don't always go for the easy win. Get comfortable with having to make a difficult decision, okay? And when you experience that, you'll know what I mean, but right now I feel like I'm talking in circles. It's a lot to wrap your head around. So that's number 3. All right, here we go. Daily win number 4. The 4th thing that you can do right now to get that win. And that's going to be do one thing at a time. Now, if you were to ask my wife if I could do multiple things at once, hands down, without delay, she would say no. And I'm okay with that. I understand that. I agree with that. I know that. And the reason I try to do only one thing at a time, one, I don't want to spread myself too thin. I don't want to spread my concentration and my ability to process things too thin. When you concentrate on just one thing, all of your energy, your focus, your concentration, your processing skills, all get put into that one thing. You're going to do that one thing really, really well, darn near to the best of your ability, because that is the goal. Okay? Everything you do, you want to put your best foot forward and do to the best of your ability. If you're trying to do this and do that and do this and do that, and you're getting pulled all over the place, you're trying to be efficient and you're trying to get a lot of things done in a shorter amount of time. I get that. I've done it before. The problem is you're only going to do a little bit of all of those things. Okay, maybe if you're lucky. Maybe you might do a rock solid job on 1 or 2 of them, but you do run the risk of doing only a few things kind of good. So my last mini victory or win for the day would be to focus on one thing, do that one thing to the best of your ability, and then move on. Hope that makes sense. Hope you can pull something away from me. I know these are 4 things that I'm working on in general, not just because it's the new year. But you got any questions or comments, feel free to message me below. Hope to hear from you guys. Talk to you soon.